What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are here for the off-season rebuild finale. It's just the last team we're doing, obviously. We've done 31 teams. This is the 32nd, and today we have the Cincinnati Bengals, who, of course, barely missed the playoffs, had a chance to get in Week 18 if things swung their way. They unfortunately did not, and now they're going to be heading to the offseason with a bunch of storylines around them right now, obviously T. Higgins being the main one. But let's go ahead and jump in and do a Cincinnati Bengals offseason rebuild for the last time. Well, not for the Bengals, but just the last offseason rebuild for this year. I'll see you guys in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me about 85% of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you do fall in that 85%, want to change that as we're on the road to 10,000 subs, that would be greatly appreciated. So when it comes to the Bengals, obviously the main thing this team needs to focus on this offseason is building a defense. That's what this team is focused on. Their defense was not very good last year, as we're all aware. I think it got a little bit better towards the end of the season, but still not a great defense by any means. They fired their defensive coordinator, and T. Higgins, like I said, remains the big topic. I know Trey Hendrickson, I think, needs a new contract as well, who's one of their best pass rushers, obviously, but apparently, the Bengals plan to use the franchise tag again on T. Higgins was the last report. I don't really know how well that's going to go if they can't come to a long-term contract agreement. I know the franchise tag window is opening up right now, I believe, actually, as I'm recording this, or sometime today it does. So you might see T. Higgins news. I'm recording this, like I said, on the 18th. You guys probably won't see this till the 19th, so don't really know what's going to happen, but T. Higgins could be franchise tagged before you guys even see this video, basically. But every report sounds like the Bengals plan on keeping him. I don't know how well that's going to work out for them, considering they need to obviously build a defense too. But I will go ahead and just go by what we're seeing right now, and it seems like T. Higgins will be paid. And I think he's going to be paid a lot more than I just gave him, but we'll rock with that. Dax Hill, 5th-year option. I'm going to accept it, actually. Mike Gesicki was pretty damn good for the Bengals last year too, but I want to make sure we have some cap space open for the defense for sure. So that's $47 million. So I think after that, we're going to let everyone else go. We really need to make sure we acquire some talent on the defense, obviously. So that will be where we start. So let's go take a look at the lineup after stage one. We kept T. Higgins around, and we kept Gesicki, who was pretty good at that tight end spot for them. So 50 players under contract, $46 million. Offensive line is okay. Obviously, could be better. Chase Brown was pretty damn good last year, so I think he'll be the RB1, although he's only normal dev here, so I'll see how he ends up playing it out. Could use a third wide receiver as well, Yashova, or Andre Yasovas or something like that, however you say it. Jermaine Burton keeps getting in trouble off the field, but offensive line is okay. Definitely could use another player here, but defensively is where I really want to focus. Jermaine Pratt also is requested to trade in real life, so I don't know what's going to happen there. We have Chris Jenkins, Sam Hubbard, Hendrickson, Cam Taylor-Britt's a superstar dev. So, I mean, there's technically some talented players here as far as like dev traits are concerned. Dax Hill, once he's healthy, and then Turner, once he's healthy, that will help out our corner room for sure. So, I'm just going to go see what impactful players we have in free agency to add to this defense, or maybe even the offense if it's not good defensive players. We'll see. So I've made 3 offers on some pretty big fish. Carlton Davis, who has a lot of interest in coming to Cincinnati, but the Cardinals and Bears are over me right now, so I don't know if we'll land him. Trying to go for Nick Bolton too. Don't think we'll get him. And then Tevin Jenkins to add to the offensive line. So we'll see if we get lucky with any of these guys. We're number one. I mean, it's just going to keep going back and forth. So hopefully we can get Carlton Davis. That would be my dream scenario, but we keep going down the list. So maybe we make a little bit of a better offer, I guess, because I would love to add Carlton Davis to this team because he's interested in coming here, but that didn't really change much of anything. So let's at least get one of the 3 guys, 2 of the 3. We get 2 of the 3. Ooh, it was both on defense too. Okay, I'll take that. Carlton Davis, Nick Bolton. That's 2 impactful defensive players we needed to add. We should have a little bit of money left over. Obviously, Tevin Jenkins didn't accept her contract, but I was more worried about defense, obviously, and we were able to get that, which is awesome. So I'm very happy with that. Let's go see what D tackle position's looking like if we have any good D tackles. So Tershawn Wharton's here, another Chiefs player if we wanted to go for another Chiefs guy. So he's here. He's the only one that remotely interests me as far as the D tackle position is concerned. So if we can get Tershawn Wharton to also be added to this team, that'd be awesome, but I don't know if we'll get lucky with that. He does not. He goes to the Vikings. Okay, so no worries. Maybe we just draft a D tackle. That'll be kind of our main concern. Third wide receiver, might go sign that too really quickly. So, Rashid Shaheed actually doesn't sound too bad. So, he has no offers right now. I know he got hurt from the Saints, but adding some speed like Shaheed to this wide receiver trio would be pretty nasty, I think. So, let's see if he does sign, and he's going to consider it. But he is interested, so we'll see if he does end up signing. That would be awesome if he does. Then we can focus on the draft, and the draft will be all in on defense. Like, that is where I'll be probably drafting everybody. I might go one offensive lineman, maybe in like round 4 or something, but defense needs to be the priority, in my opinion, to add to this team to make them better on that side of the ball. So, did Shaheed sign with us? I think he did, because our cap situation went down. So that's awesome. If Shaheed did sign, that makes this team that much better. So let's see if he did, in fact, sign. He did. So that is a nasty third wide receiver, in my opinion, to have. He was going off before he got hurt, obviously, for the Saints. And defensively, we do need we added Nick Bolton. Jermaine Pratt, like I said, I don't know if he's going to get, actually traded in real life. Our corner room is going to be much better once that looks so. D tackle and a safety is kind of my main priority, honestly. Another edge wouldn't be bad either. Definitely wouldn't hate doing that. But so D tackle, edge, safety, and yeah, so that's what I want the most. Obviously, could draft a running back or something along the lines of that. But I'm gonna let Chase Brown rock it this year. He was really good last year when he took the backfield. I think after when Zach Moss got hurt, and I had him in fantasy, and I drafted him too. It was amazing, but that's besides the point. So let's go to 17th overall selection, and let's see what we can do here to start things off. So who do we want at the 17th overall pick? Walter Nolan would have been nasty, but he did not fall to me, unfortunately. So we have Colston Loveland, Malachi Starks. Malachi Starks looking pretty good right now. We could take Nick Scorton as well as an edge, or Derek Harmon. I'm going to take the D tackle. I think building in the trenches is really important. So we're going to take Derek Harmon here to start things off, to get our D tackle too. Building those trenches, we know how important that is. We just saw what the Eagles were able to do in the Super Bowl and all year, basically. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that selection. Now we can go to round 3. Round 2. So, at the second round pick 49, Quinn Ewers, and then we got, so we got a left tackle. We could take our edge right now. I've been taking this guy a lot, though, so I'd kind of consider that I would be fine going in a different direction. Could take our safety, as I was kind of talking about, or Deion Walker, Kentucky. Pretty sure his speed sucks, which is why I don't like taking him, but he does have pretty damn good, he has A tackle, A power moves, A blockation, B play recognition. Do I take him to change it up from JT? I will. I'm going to take a chance on this guy, even though his speed sucks. Let's see if that works out for me. Number 35 true value. Speed is a 71. Like I said, speed's horrible, but maybe we'll take over for Sam Hubbard eventually. So very happy with that pick as well. And now for round 3, where hopefully we can take we can take an offensive line, we can take a safety, whichever we want to do here. So Cameron on the board. We're not going to him. He was projected. Okay, Hunter Wallen, Wisconsin. A hit power, C-man coverage, A tackle. Speed is good. Hunter Waller. I don't know if I said that name incorrectly the first time, but Hunter Waller will be the pick. Not a great one. He is only normal depth. Speed is a 90, so I guess he's decent depth, but not really what I wanted to, get in the 3rd round. I wanted a really good player, but it happens. And now for round 4, I'm going to try to take an O-lineman if there's one available to us. Will Howard goes to the Cardinals, so that could be their future plan there, I guess. So do we have a guard? We have Emory Jones at LSU. Can move him inside. B impact blocking, B run block. Speed is solid. Yeah, I think we're going to go Emory Jones at LSU. Build him up with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Hindev will take that, and that will be our draft and our offseason in general. So, I feel like we added a few defensive key pieces to this defense to make them better. Added some pieces on offense as well. So, I'm excited about the lineup going into year 1 and trying to get Joe Burrow back in the postseason. So, here is your lineup going into season number 1. Joe Burrow, of course, under center with Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Rashid Shaheed. You have Orlando Brown, Emory Jones, who's going to start at left guard for us. We got Karras, Kappa, Amarius Mims, Mike Gesicki. You got Eric All. And then on the defensive side of the football, we have, of course, this is where we made a lot of the changes. So, Deion Walker is, I guess we can move him to left end because he's a 77 overall. So that's pretty damn good. We have Cam Taylor-Britt, Carlton Davis, Turner, Daxon Hill, Jordan Battle, and then Waller. Yeah, that was a horrible pick. That's my fault on that one. But I'm going to move Jermaine Pratt to left outside linebacker. And I'm going to move Deion Walker to left end. So that's what we're going to do there. And I'll see you guys at the end of season 1, where obviously I hope to be in the playoffs. It'd be really a travesty if we didn't make it. So we'll see how it works out. And I'll see you guys at the end of year 1. So at the end of year 1, we do make the playoffs at only 9-8. So very disappointed by the record, but I guess we're in the postseason at the very least. But the Ravens went 15-2. Wow. Okay, hold on. Just said wow in a weird spot, but this AFC conference is crazy to look at right now. Okay, let's just break this down for a second. The Ravens going 15-2, not too shocking. They have Lamar Jackson and whatever, but The Bills won the AFC East at 8-9, right? The Raiders won the AFC West at 12-5. The Chargers make it. The Chiefs finished last in division at 6-11. What is going on, man? That is pretty crazy to look at. Wow. Couldn't even say wow correctly because of how stunned I was for a second. But player stats, offensively 14th in the NFL, so that's good. Of course, you'd expect that from a Joe Burrow-led offense. Defensively, looks like we got a little bit better. That's good. So we had 37-8 from Joe Burrow. 6 touchdowns, 800 yards from Chase Brown. I still think drafting an elite running back might be in our best interest this coming offseason. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Rashid Shaheed, all fantastic. Gesicki, 600 yards, not bad. Defensively, sacks-wise, you had 3.5 from our rookie, 3 from Hendrickson. So not a ton of sacks. Derek Harmon, 2.5. So, I mean, our rookies got involved, but yeah, unfortunately, not a ton of sacks across the board. Battle with 3 interceptions, 2 from Logan Wilson, 2 from Davis, 2 from Hill, 1 from Bolden, and 1 from Geno Stone. So, we're going on the road in round 1 to play, who was it again? The Texans. So, CJ Stroud versus Joe Burrow. Let's see how this winds up, as this will be our first playoff game of the video. Probably more to come if I had to guess. So, I am very curious to see how we will perform in the playoffs. So, here goes nothing, as we get a stop on defense, so that's already a good start for our defense, and we will go down and put up 7, okay? The Texans will respond, though. Can we put up 7 again before half? No. So it's 7-7 after half. We get the ball after half, and it looked like we were about to score, but we just didn't. And good field position. We put up a field goal. Another stop on defense. So defense holding the Texans to 7 so far is pretty good. It looks like we made them punt again. Could have put the game away, but instead, oh, we won. I thought they were about to beat us at the very end, but a 10-7 victory. I mean, when's the last time you've been able to say that about the Bengals, that they held a team to 7? So that they may have done it this year somehow. Probably didn't, right? If I had to guess. I don't know. But we won 10-7 in a wild card weekend playoff game, which is pretty wild to think about. That'd probably be a really boring playoff game, but it's a win nonetheless. I'll see you guys in the divisional round. And now we get to go play the 8-9 Buffalo Bills. So, you know, it's just very weird how the Bills went 8-9. Not used to seeing things like that, but they're at home because of that. So technically, we have a better record than them coming in. Records obviously don't matter in the postseason, but we start off with a stop on defense. Our defense been getting stops, but our offense hasn't been scoring much. But we'll put up 7 there. I would love for a high-scoring game here from us, but the Bills do tie it up. Can we go score again? No. So our defense is doing all that they can. It is now 14-7 in the 4th quarter. Do we have it in us to go tie this game? Let's see. Yes, we do. 14-14 and a stop on defense. Do we go score to take the lead? No. And they kick a game-winning field goal to beat us. So 14-17 win for the Buffalo Bills. Another low-scoring game. Our defense, I think, did us very well in the postseason. Unfortunately, our offense was just not clicking for whatever reason. So disappointed, to say the least, but it's back to the offseason, back to the drawing board. Losing the divisional round is disappointing, but it is what we're dealt with. So the Ravens and the Eagles dueled it out in the Super Bowl, and it looks like the Eagles came away with the victory because the score is backwards. But yeah, shout out to the Ravens and Eagles making it to the Super Bowl. But we have Jamar Chase. Yeah, definitely got to bring him back. I kind of should have remembered that this was coming, but yeah, no doubt Jamar Chase is going to get paid a bag. Hendrickson, damn, that's another big one. Taylor Britt, who's superstar dev. Probably going to have to let the rest of these guys walk, but we will go for Hendrickson and Taylor Britt. So Hendrickson, oh, this is going to be all of our money out the window right here. So we're going to have to just draft well again, I think. Hendrickson wants to play for a new team. Do we franchise tag him? I think we do. I think he's our best pass rusher. Taylor Britt might have to be let go, unfortunately, unless we decided to, of course, restructure some contracts, which we definitely could. So we'll go see what that looks like if we do restructure. But we're basically punting on the third, the idea of a third offseason. So Joe Burrow could free up $18 million. Hendrickson, we just franchise tag. T. Higgins, $6 million. Nick Bolton, 2.4. So, I mean, Joe Burrow talks a big game, how he always wants to do right for trying to keep his players around. So, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and restructure Joe Burrow. Just that'll be the only restructure we do. And we could go sign, hopefully we can get back Cam Taylor Britt to keep him around. And then hopefully have enough money to go after a big fish in free agency. But Taylor Britt says no. Okay, so I'm not going for Geno Stone. I'm kind of hoping there's like a really good free safety just sitting here that's interested in coming to Cincinnati. We get an impactful player. That would be ideal. So let's see if that is the case. Also want to check out dev traits for my rookies that we drafted to see if anybody has gone up. We have Jones up to a 76 overall right away. Looks like our right guard and center may have retired, so that's going to be pretty important to address. Still want to draft a running back for sure. And then defensively, unless there's a good running back here, Jermaine Pratt is also gone. We didn't sign him back, obviously. Jordan Battle is up enough. Carlton Davis, Dax Hill, Turner. So losing Taylor Britt sucks, but we have 3 corners to make up for it. So yeah, free safety by far would be my favorite position to attack. But we'll see what's available in free agency to us. Offensive line could be really important to go after too. All right. So for free agency, $25 million to work with. What do we have? So we have Mark Andrews. Won't be going for that. So yeah, not a good. Josh Metellus, though, I guess is interesting. He's a superstar dev. So yeah, might go for him. He's actually interested in coming here too. Quincy Williams could be a solid addition too to add to replace Jermaine Pratt. So let me go after Josh Metellus, who shouldn't cost much. Let's see if we can't get him to sign and probably move to free safety. So Broncos might beat us out for him, but we'll see. And then I'm going to go for Quincy. Oh, we don't have enough. Never mind. So Josh Metellus is where we kind of have all of our eggs in one basket. Does he sign with us? And he does. Okay, that's awesome. So we got him. $13 million. Probably want to go after an offensive lineman here if possible. We have Joel Bitonio, Isaac Samalu. We have, what about centers? We have Will Fries or Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly retires. So give me Will Fries if possible. So we can get ourselves another guard here. That'd be awesome if we could. He is interested in going to 2 other teams, and he does sign with us. Wow, awesome. Okay, so that's our offseason as far as free agency is concerned. It's now time to hit the draft, where I think one of these picks has to be a running back. I think we can elevate the running back spot. That'd be ideal. As much as I love Chase Brown, his overall is just not good in Madden. He's only normal dev. So, and I don't think this playbook is ever going to favor him developing for us to something different. Okay, so running back. Do need a center technically as well with Ted Karras retiring, so that's kind of important to look at. But running back and center, and then defensively, we need an off coverage linebacker. But we're going to move Josh Metellus to free safety. So we'll do that right now, and then we'll see what we can do. Whoops, not restructuring. But all right, so that allowed us to get an offensive lineman and a free safety by restructuring Joe Burrow, so that worked out. And I'll see you guys in the draft with whoever we draft in the first round. So picking late in this draft at pick 26, let's see what we can make happen here. So we got Kendrick Law going on the board before we select. So Kendrick Law off the board. We have TJ Parker, who I'm surprised he actually fell this far. Speed is good. Oh man, I don't really need him, but dude, that would be pretty crazy to take him this late in the draft, I think. So Chester is what we do need, though. I'm going to go need over, best player available, which usually isn't the best approach, but we do need a center. So I'm going to be taking a first-round center, as weird as that may sound. He is hidden dev, will be a starter for us right away. Welcome to the Bengals. I'm very happy to have you. All right, so now for our other selection in round 2. So in round 2, let's see, we needed a linebacker, so York is on the board. I've taken him before and he's actually been pretty good right away, but Eugene Wilson, Corleone, who has a very throwback haircut, Whit Weeks, speed rusher, and then we have run stopper and Jalen Sneed out of Notre Dame. So he's got A zone, A pursuit, B tackle. Prop speed is great. Yep, Jalen Sneed is gonna be the pick. Jalen Sneed, welcome to Cincinnati. Gives us the Jermaine Pratt replacement, so I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Now to go to round 3, and we can pretty much take whatever we want, I think. I'm pretty sure. I feel like, oh, running back. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something here. I just can't remember what else I was wanting, and it was a running back. That's right. Haven't even looked at a running back's direction, but we could probably get one in round 3. I'm sure there's going to be a good one still available for us, hopefully anyway. We'll see if we're lucky enough to take a running back here in round 3. So, running backs in round 3. Do we have any? Let's find out. So, we have Eugene Wilson, Eno, I don't know how to say that name. So, Darius Taylor out of Minnesota. We got A catching, B break tackle, B ball carrier vision. Speed is solid, but let's look at the other running back selections before we just smash that one. So running backs, we have Amari Daniels, we have Darius Taylor, Mark Fletcher, and then Jam Miller. So anybody with elite speed still available? Speed is solid. Probably wouldn't be if I had to guess. Jam Miller, what did he have? So D catching, speed is great. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and take Darius Taylor. So Darius Taylor will be the pick in round 3, be our brand new running back, and 85 true value, drafted to 90. So speed is an 89, which isn't horrible. We'll take that, and we'll go look at the lineup for year 2. But another solid offseason, in my opinion. It's all about winning a Super Bowl. Obviously, Joe Burrow's gotten there once, but it's time to win him a Lombardi, get him back there, and then win the damn thing. So here is the lineup going into year number 2. Joe Burrow with Darius Taylor. I'm going to put him in over Chase Brown. Well, we have a fullback or another tight end. Okay, I like that. Royer, so he could be another tight end position for us going forward. That'll be nice. So, but now he's at fullback, so whatever. So Higgins, Jamar Chase, Shaheed, Joe Burrow. Chester was our first round pick. Defensively, we have Josh Metellus, Logan Wilson, Bolton, Snead, who's going to be pretty good right away. Battle, Turner, we have Walker, Chris Jenkins, Harmon, Trey Hendrickson, Davis, and Dax Hill. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Obviously, expectation is being in the playoffs again. Hopefully this time we can have like a legit record. 9-8 last year was pretty disappointing, so I'm hoping for like 11-6, 12-5, something along the lines of that, and hopefully that is what will happen, but we shall see. Well, it is one more win than last year, and we made the playoffs again, so I guess I'm at least happy to see that. 10-7, 6th seed. We're playing the 12-5 Buffalo Bills, so things look a little bit better this year, more realistic. The Chiefs obviously winning at 13-4. They're back on top where they're supposed to be. Offensively, 15th NFL, and then defensively, we'll have to see if we've gotten better on that side of the ball. 25th, so still not great, but 31-9 from Joe Burrow. Darius Taylor, 14 touchdowns, 900 yards, so that's awesome to see at least. Jamar Chase, 1,200, 1,100 from Shaheed, 800 from T. Higgins, 500 from Gesicki, and then 200 from Darius Taylor. So sacks-wise, we had 11 from Trey Hendrickson, obviously well worth the franchise tag, 4.5 sacks from Chris Jenkins, 2 from Harmon, 1.5 from Walker, and then 1 interception from Logan Wilson, and then 2 interceptions from Logan Wilson, 2 from Hill, 1 from Turner, and 1 from Snead. So let's jump in and play the Buffalo Bills, who just beat us last year in the divisional round. This time we're on the road in Wild Card Weekend, so we'll see how this one turns out. So Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen here once again. We're on the road. Let's see if we can't take down the Bills. This is primetime, nighttime football as we're down 7-0 early on, and we're down 14-0. So this is already not looking good. Can we get back in it? We can tie it after the half, and we put up a field goal. Okay. It's 10-17, so we can still tie the game. Can we do it? No. Are we going to get the ball back? No, we're not. So we're going to lose once again to the Buffalo Bills, 10-17. So 2 years in a row where we make the playoffs and get bounced by the Buffalo Bills. Not a great feeling. It is time to get to the offseason again and get back to the drawing board for this last up-and-coming 3rd season. So we'll see if we can make something happen in the 3rd season. Only $39 million in cap space this offseason. If I had to guess, we probably have some important free agents to worry about. We're going to lose some guys here, no doubt. So Mims is a 5th-year option, which we'll accept, thankfully. Dax Hill's a free agent. Chase Brown's a free agent. Orlando Brown's a free agent. So, yeah, going to lose quite a bit of starters here. We probably can't resign Trey Hendrickson if I had to guess. Because if we go for him, we're not going to have money for any of these guys. So I'm going to probably let Trey Hendrickson walk, unfortunately. And we're going to try to balance out the roster with the amount of money we have left. So DJ Turner will start it off with a re-sign. Jordan Battle, I want to keep him around too. So Waller is definitely not going to be ready to start for us. The Battle is going to test free agency. That's already really disappointing on the gate. Dax Hill, going to try to keep him too if possible as our 3rd corner. So let's see if we can keep him around, and he will test free agency as well. So maybe we do have money to just go after Hendrickson. Orlando Brown is our left tackle. I mean, if we offer Hendrickson money, we're going to have like no money to get anybody else, and he's going to test free agency as well. So $30 million, we'll have to go see what we can do in free agency with $30 million. It's not much, but at least we can try to fill out the roster with some starters. But yeah, so far this has not gone super well. I would have loved to have already won in Lombardi by now, but unfortunately it has not happened that way. So we got Taylor up to superstar dev though right away. So yeah, letting Chase Brown walk is probably the best thing to do. So the only thing on offense that we need to worry about is the left tackle. That's it. Everything else on this offense looks good in my opinion. So we'll rock with that. Defensively, we lost our strong safety and we lost another edge rusher. So and a corner, although Austin, I guess, can't be the 3rd corner, so we can rock with that. So safety, edge, and also a left tackle. Safety, edge, left tackle is what we really need to go after. So let's see if we can't get that in free agency. So we got Hendrickson, obviously here, Zach Tom, Jordan Addison, Devin Lloyd, Elton Jenkins. Battle would be, the most ideal guy to just bring back if he'll just come back. So obviously been playing under this scheme for a while, so let's keep him around if possible. Looks like we will get him back, maybe. So, protecting Joe Burrow, also very important. So, let's go see if we can get Zach Tom, I guess, to go here. He has no we don't have enough money, so never mind on that. Trent Brown, Juwan Taylor, Cale McGarry, or Jack Conklin. And Juwan Taylor, do we have enough for him? We might. So, I'll go for Juwan Taylor in this situation, potentially, to be a starter there. Yeah, and then the last position was an edge, which we probably just have to draft it, if I had to guess. Right in, there's Hendrickson, which, letting him walk is going to suck, but all we can really do right now. So we got Battle and Juwan Taylor. If we can sign those two guys, that'd be great, and we will get both of them to sign. Okay, now another thing we could do is we could trade for a very cheap cheap end right now because we have $5 million in cap space to absorb somebody. So I don't mind that approach because we're all in right now. Like, yeah, we could draft one, but let's try to just get something that will help us out immediately. So let's go to Trade Center and let's go see if there's an edge that we could just trade for, because that's what we need the most right now. So my target guy right now is Whit Meeks out of Carolina. The reason why we like him is because he's actually a superstar dev. So I'm going to trade a second and see what they say. They're actually close to accepting this. So we're going to grab a second and a fifth for Whit Meeks, and they will accept that. So welcome to the Bengals, Whit Meeks, from one Panther to a Bengal. So we'll take that and be very happy with it. We're going to move him down on the D-line, obviously. But yeah, as you can see, he's superstar dev, which is why we wanted him. So also has a speed rusher upgrade, so exactly the archetype we needed right now. So hopefully he can come out here and make an impact for us, because that's... I had a chance to draft him last year, but now we've just traded for him, so that's fine too. So Carolina, for whatever reason, wanted to give up on him, which I'm fine with. So let's see if we can move him down, and we'll take that. So we'll move him down to right end, and now we'll draft with our first round pick, and I will be ready. Actually, you know what? I don't even care what first round pick we get. We could pretty much have a full team right now. So I'm going to let the assistant GM take care of the first round pick, and I will just see you guys with the lineup for next season, because I know the GM will do a good job. But I'm just ready to get back in the playoffs and try to win the damn thing in year 3, because we have not been successful so far. We haven't even made it to an AFC championship yet. So here is the lineup going into year number 3. And honestly, guys, I think I might change the playbook as well. Not that there's anything wrong with Cincinnati's playbook, but I just feel like we might have better luck with a different playbook. I don't know why, but that's just my gut feeling right now. So I'm going to go to the classic good old Andy Reid playbook and hope that it helps us out on the offense side of football, because we've been 9-8, 10-7, which just isn't what I want to see from this team. I want to be 13-4, 12-5. I want to be a damn good team, and we just haven't been that yet. So Whit Meeks is, you know, our new addition, but this is what the lineup is looking like. So I feel pretty good about what we have. It looks like our first round pick might have been Livingston. So overall, not a great draft, I guess. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's all about being in the playoffs this year and being a legit playoff contender. So we'll see if this is the year that happens. I'm sick of being 9-8 and 10-7. We'll see if this year things change at all with a playbook change. So at the end of the season, we go 10-7. And I think we may have missed the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Did we actually miss the playoffs? We missed the freaking playoffs. So 3-5. Oh my gosh, that is... So many teams went 10-7, and we just missed the playoffs. That's actually insane. That is the most brutal way I think I could have ever ended this series ever. So I said, let's finally go away from going 9-8, 10-7, and this team just stayed that bad. That's pretty brutal, not gonna lie. So let's go take a look at the stats at the very least to see where we went wrong. Offensively, we were 3rd in the NFL, and then defensively, let's see, we were 25th in the NFL. So never got better on defense, really. Darius Taylor, 10 touchdowns, 900 yards. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Shaheed. Like, felt like I did a pretty decent job building this team up, and unfortunately, it didn't work out at all. 7.5 sacks from Whit Meeks, 5.5 from Walker, 4.5 from Derek Harmon, 2.5 from Bolton, and 2 from Jenkins. So interceptions, 2 from Bolton, 2 from Turner, and 2 from Alex Austin. Man, I am devastated. I hate ending it on that. Like, that's so horrible. Then we didn't even get in the playoffs in the 3rd season at 10-7. Man, that sucks, dude. But I don't know. Do I go again? I guess. I guess I'm going to go again, man. I'm just going to get straight to next season. I'm going to try to keep everybody here as possible, but I want to leave it on that note. So we're going to do one more offseason. But we're going to just skip right to the next season, because I'm not looking to build anything further. And at the end of year 4, this team is just not meant to win a Super Bowl today. We go 8-9 this time. So just the epitome of how things went, I guess, in today's video. It was worth another shot at another season, but didn't work out. Offensively, 4th in NFL, and then defensively, no matter what I did, defense, I even changed the defensive playbook. It didn't matter. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, still really good. But all in all, this is going to go down as this is our worst offseason series of the our offseason video of the series, which is pretty disappointing because we had Joe Burrow the entire time. But fortunately, that's just how it's going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Got in the playoffs twice at the beginning and missed out. We could never go 12-5 or 11-6. Unfortunately, just never worked out that way. But we couldn't even win one more game than 10 at all today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. That is a very disappointing ending, and we'll be looking forward to bouncing back in whatever video I bring you tomorrow. But thank you all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.